Happy summer or end of summer. Today I wanted to take you on a tour of our vegetable garden.
We're Sebastian and Holly, and 10 years ago, we opened up our wellness business. Since then, we've been teaching people all about health and wellness. Flash forward to the pandemic, we were able to buy 3 acres of abandoned land that was soon to become our dream homestead.
But look at how fun is that? We got so many beets.
We designed the house and our landscape on our iPad Pro, and with the help of friends, family, and lots of how-to YouTube videos, we were able to build the entire thing by ourselves. Oh, and did I mention that we also own a nursery? Kind of by accident. The nursery exploded during the pandemic and we converted it over to an online nursery. We even began shipping plants nationwide. Join us as we try to keep up gardening, preserving food, managing our businesses, and somehow trying to stay sane.
But on our way, I want to stop and show you the coffee cups. Oh my goodness, guys. But look at how much taller they are than me. Look at, they are so beautiful. I love them so much. Look at this massive. Wait, let's see if there's any water. A little bit. Isn't that so fun? I just can't believe how huge they are. And that impatient is like hugging the bottom of it. It is so cute. I love it. And then I wanted to show you this really quickly. Look at the hibiscus. Last time we did a tour, our flower bed, it wasn't blooming. So I wanted to show you guys this. Look at that. Sebastian's gonna say I got sidetracked, but look at that. That's just so beautiful. All right, here we are in front of our vegetable garden. Our weeds are getting a little crazy here, so Sebastian was working on it, but I just wanted to show you before we go in how fun it is, because look at that. That is our loofah plant. Let's go ahead and head in and I'll show you on the inside. So right here, we added this wire for the deer. So we're just gonna unlock this. All right, we're on the inside, looking out. Last year we did deer netting until we get our gates and trellises up and stuff. That is temporary, but it has worked. Praise the Lord, it has worked and has kept them out. So now we have a little bit of a jungle in here, which is the first time in a while it has grown this much, because usually the deer come in and tromp it down, and then it grows and they tromp it down. So I'm so excited. So I'm gonna swing over here. I wanna show you this loofah vine. We did this the last couple years and I love it so much. Sebastian put 3 plants in. So there's 3 plants and we just let it go because it's so fun and pretty. So it's going down there. It started going up our tree. We cut it so it wouldn't wreck the tree. Looks like we have a little more work to do. And now it's going along there. But let me see if I can find one of the flowers. Aha. Sorry, butterfly. It's starting to make flowers, which means it's going to make the loofah. You can eat the loofah, or we like to dry it and literally use it as loofah. I didn't know. Years ago, I always thought loofah was from like the ocean or something, but no, it's a plant. So isn't that cool? I also wanted to show you guys the dahlias. These have been my favorite part of the garden this year, I think. Look at the bumblebees just make their hotel in it, and like all night they just lay in there. They're so precious. Sometimes there's like 6 or 7. I've taken video or pictures because they just are in there. But so these were from seed. I had plugs from our nursery that I stuck in here and I just went for it and I couldn't believe how much they were producing. I was gonna stake them up. See, butterflies love it. So pretty. I was gonna stake them up, but they kind of, I don't know, still worked. And then it rained. And then I was really going to stake them up and I haven't, and it kind of, I don't know, makes kind of like a wild cottagey thing. So I have just left it because it's kind of nice to have something you don't have to maintain as much, but the colors have impressed me so much on not being like tuber dahlias. We'll head over here probably later when I can get around. But so anyway, that's that. This needs to be weeded. Luca and I planted corn in here. And I planted some nasturtium and a ton of vines. So I'm gonna weed that and plant some more stuff. So this summer was really, really unusual, where it was extremely hot at the beginning and dry. It's usually never that dry and never that hot. So a lot of our stuff, which I think a lot of you guys in hot parts of the country experience, fried. So I just you did what you could. Some stuff just stopped growing. The plants were literally like, I've had enough. So what I did was I ripped a lot of stuff out and I reseeded a ton of stuff. So a lot of this stuff is fresh growth, which I'm really excited. So that's why I wanted to show you guys the stuff that is coming out that is seeds now. So these are a ton of, I just put a ton of watermelon. I just wanted fresh stuff everywhere and stuff to grow because I was tired of stuff not producing. tons of watermelon and cantaloupe, and it's going to be wild, and it's going to be in the walkway, but I don't care. I'm excited. Our Lysianthus are actually growing. They have gotten chomped down by the deer so many times. So look at, they're just in bud form. I'm so excited. I have green beans in here, some zucchini. So what my goal is to keep, I've been training them, I keep tipping them out really gently so I don't break the vines. So hopefully they all grow down and out of the bed. I have more green beans down here, corn, and then this is Luca's pepper bed. He's been working so hard on that. We've been getting lots of peppers thanks to him. We have to weed this and seed our, not corn, carrots and peas. This is Luca's corn and pea area. Let me swing over here quick, guys. Look at this. How gorgeous are these? I love this so much. This is the Proven Winners Augusta Lavender, Heliotrope, butterflies, bees. Everyone has been loving this so much, and it's my favorite. The color, but also it smells like the beach. If you guys, oh, I love it. It smells like summer. If you guys ever get to plant it, it is just so gorgeous. It is on drip, so it's a little extra nice. Sometimes, you know, plants don't get drip, they can tip over, but this is so lovely. The impatiens are kind of intermixed, and there is pink lemonade in there too. Compact blush orchid impatiens, and then the pink lemonade super bells. So pleasing and cool and gentle. Here you can see more of the pink lemonade peeking out. I did plant this kind of midsummer, so it's more fresh. So if we swing back here, I just seeded this stuff. This is, I'm so excited. Usually we do like really pretty Proven Winners annuals here, and it was so hot, we just didn't get to it. So I just seeded cut flowers in here, and I'm really excited. So I have to come back and weed, but these are, I didn't label stuff because I thought, oh, it'd be fun just to throw stuff in and not have to worry about labeling, so I might regret that. But I have straw flower, like apricot straw flower, and status. And then if we swing around here, this is Luca's corn. We tried to plant a ton of corn, beans, and then here's some of the vines. We have beans on this side, and I snuck in a ton of little tiny Jack-B. Little pumpkins. I thought, oh, that'd be so fun to surprise Luca. And I knew this stuff would get big, and they're getting big, so we'll see. There you can see the dahlias. Oh my goodness, guys, look how pretty. I have been picking these nonstop, and the more you pick them, the more they bloom, and they just keep producing gorgeous, gorgeous blooms. Let me see. These are some of my favorite colors down here. Oh my goodness. And to the tomatoes are sad. The heat just got them, guys. We were talking to some people, and they said theirs just didn't produce, and the same with ours. Like it's like they stopped. They just couldn't do it. So the plants, the tomatoes are starting to make tomatoes again and ripen up. And I seeded some really fun kales here, some nasturtium and peas. I just need to weed that. I stuck in some parsley, Toscano kale. Look at, I've been loving this meant to be Queen Nectarine, I think is the name, Agastaki. How beautiful. It has been non-stop. Like, just looks like that all summer. And these gorgeous Sahara double raspberry ripple, I think, zinnias. You can see them on the inside here too. They have just been beasts. Got little weeds in there, but look at that. So pretty. And on the other side, I have some tomato cages. You can see little weeds sticking out like grass. But oh, I was going to show you, I stuck a whole bunch of cantaloupe on the bottom in here, which is funny. Look how tiny they are, the plants, compared to over here. I seeded them at the same time, I guess because they're shaded by the tomatoes. I thought that was interesting. And then I stuck in some gorgeous cosmos, apricot cosmos in here, and dwarf ones, so that's gonna be pretty. We are working on the middle. This is our work zone. As you can see, if you remember from any of our last videos, the floor is different. So we had to bite the bullet and put amazing tough landscape fabric. This is a DeWitt Pro landscape fabric, because we just had such a mat of, my sad lavender died because a mat of weeds that came in through our gravel. So we're still going to put gravel back. And we had some areas we had cardboard that wore away, some areas we had plastic. It just wasn't like a full, because we just didn't invest in putting the full amount. Here's some of the gravel we have, so we are going to be putting that down. It's a small, like, whitish gravel. So we will be adding that sometime, but for now it's just so nice to not have weeds and to be able to breathe. I love it. In this corner is tomatoes. This is all my cherry tomatoes. I staked these up. I have to put the rest up. And then here's where I just got excited and I'm like, I'm gonna just seed everything. So watermelon, oh my goodness, they're called, oh, Luca's gonna be thrilled. He's been looking for baby watermelon. Oh my gosh, how cute. So these are watermelons, some squash, different things, but I've been trying to train them this way because I still want to pop the tomato cages in and do a late crop of determinate tomatoes and see if I can push it and get some, because we wanted to use a lot for sauces and all that stuff, and since the summer was so hot, we didn't get as many as we wanted to. And here I left room to seed maybe kohlrabi, lettuce, arugula, Swiss chard, different cool weather greens. I have some bush basil. I have to stake this up. I think this is a volunteer, but see, we got still getting some beans. So I just need to clean some stuff up. These are Luca's planters. They just got kind of moved when we did the landscape fabric, so we got to fix that. But this is his bed. His tomatoes are doing wonderful considering they're still in the pots. He was gonna plant them and he never did. And I think they rooted in through the pots, which is hilarious, but that's okay. Here's his basil. I actually was using his basil mostly all summer. He has a strawberry plant. Oh, his lavender's doing good. And then he has a cantaloupe and a watermelon, and he has been so excited. He has a baby watermelon on there. You guys can see. Oh my goodness. That is the Proven Winners Vintage Coral Super Bells. I'll show you behind me some more of that. This is the cucumber bed with a few peppers. Okay guys, I put in national pickling, bush cucumber, and you just get like, I don't know, I've just gotten those cucumbers where they kind of like blow up and get kind of funny shaped. I have maybe one unagi cucumber in here, and we have been picking that over and over. That is my by far favorite cucumber I've ever had, because this is a baby, you can see. They get like that long English type. Wish I had a big one to show you. Really nice smooth skin that's not bitter or tough. They don't get funny if you let them sit for a long time, and they just keep producing. They don't have a lot of seeds. They're very crunchy. I just want to rip the rest out and then plant all that. It is just the best cucumber ever. There's my little pile of weeds that I gotta take out. But if I turn around, isn't this the most beautiful thing ever? Excuse these little grasses I gotta pull out. Look at that. So I was gonna trim this back and I never did. It just stopped blooming in summer because it was so hot, and it just started blooming again, which is so exciting. This is the same thing, the vintage double coral Super Bells. It needs fertilizer, but it almost doesn't look like it needs to be trimmed, but it's just so beautiful. And then this is the Veranda Cream Rose. I need to clean it up a little bit, but it creates the most beautiful, I think I have a picture from spring, like lightly sweet scented roses ever. So I want to create some room here. Oh, it smells so good. So it doesn't get crowded out too much, but this has just been one of my favorite things ever in here. So pretty. You can see more of the vines. They're producing. I think these are some winter squash I might have thrown in here. Those flowers, you can see they're starting to produce flowers. So that's that bed. I'll show you these two inside owl beds. But in this bed, I seeded celosia. It's like a pink plume one. I'm really excited because this one came up extremely well. Look at that. Beautiful and thick. There's some, I think this is white fama scabiosa. Just a few came up, so I went back and I did a whole bunch of sunflowers, dwarf sunflowers, and then some Sahara with a S, Rebecca. I don't know if that'll come up because I've never seeded that one directly before, but we'll see. That is going to be super fun to have cut flowers. This was kind of my herb bed. I did holy basil. Look at, this is the first time I've ever grown it, and look how big it is from seed. Just gotta rip these weeds out. Let me see. It smells savory, more savory than I would expect for basil. I don't know if I've showed Sebastian yet or had him smell this yet. But isn't that fun? So this is a great herb medicinally and used for teas. So I want to try it that way. I seeded a whole bunch of chamomile and they didn't come up. So I came back, forgive the weeds here. I came back and I planted, which looks like they came up, Phacelia or bee's friend. I've never planted before, but it's a beautiful purple flower. And I put in some more chamomile, which didn't come up again. So I might have to do chamomile in trays in the greenhouse. So I'm excited. Just got to get these weeds out so the little guys have a chance here. But that is super fun. And if we swing over here, this is our potato bed. We're just waiting for them to fully die down. You want to wait till they're brown and crispy completely. These still have a lot of green. But I did dig here and I got a whole bunch of russet potatoes. So I think we're going to pull them all soon. I want to get either strawberries or sweet potatoes in here as a late crop. And like I had mentioned, we're in Greenville, South Carolina. So for us, we kind of do like a spring garden. And then the summer is so hot, we kind of take off a little bit of time or just like get the plants through the heat, see if they can make it. And then I usually do like a late summer fall garden, even like warm weather stuff. We can usually pull it off here, and then some cool crops in the fall, winter, and spring. So it's kind of fun. You can plant stuff all year. We just put harvest cloth over it. So I'm excited for all of that, just having freshness. Here we snuck in, I did some more tomatoes in the back. I did eggplant. I finally got my eggplant planted and they grew a ton. I'm just gonna show you guys the blossoms. They had a ton on earlier, and a ton of basil. This is a volunteer tomatillo, tomatillo. I'm really excited because I wanted to have something like that and we just didn't get it planted. But if I swing around here in this crazy messy potato bed, Luca and I found a pineapple tomatillo that is our favorite, and I seeded it in the greenhouse and it just didn't grow. Here they are. These are amazing. They taste like tropical fruit. So Sebastian, you're gonna be really excited that it's in here. We can save this and put it somewhere. So that's gonna be fun. We have all this basil, eggplants, tomato. We came in here and seeded turnips, which are, if you've never grown them, they're such an easy crop. We keep them in here. We can keep them in all fall and almost winter. And they're just amazing. They are so good in the cool weather. I love them. So one of my favorites, a whole bunch of cilantro, which is so fresh and beautiful. Some tomatoes. I just got to stake them up. This is the lemon basil. Oh, it smells like lemon essential oil. So beautiful. Oh, Luca, you are going to be so excited, baby. Look at a baby cantaloupe. Oh, that's so fun. So excited. So let me see if there's anything I forgot. I was so excited to show you guys. I hope everything made sense. Let me pan a little bit. Excuse the mess in the middle. I feel like no matter how you try on different areas where you're working on stuff, there's always lots of areas that you gotta clean up and work on and try to get ahead on. Oh, this might be a dead end. But the important thing is that you just keep trying and keep doing stuff. I'm thankful down here we can keep growing stuff so much of the year, you know, even when it does get super hot. Oh, it's so pretty that we can have more chances to grow stuff after the heat kind of breaks. We are blessed in that way, even though the heat is very hot. Show you guys a few more of the dahlias. So pretty. All right, guys, it's like a beautiful jungle in here. I feel like I have kind of some order and a grasp on getting, like I got a lot of the old stuff out that was too dried up and sad and all that stuff. So it's so nice to have a fresh batch of everything. I still have some areas to work on. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I would love to know where your gardens are at, what you're growing, what you are done with, what you are reseeding and starting fresh with. So it's just exciting. I have so many seeds and I'm trying to go through my brain of like, what should I dedicate this little bit of space I have left for that I can squeeze in. I like to push the limits and see what I can grow as late as I can. So, but hope you guys enjoyed all this gorgeousness. It was so fun to have you in the garden. You guys have a wonderful day. Bye.